We were headed to Black Gap Wildlife Management Area to kill a bighorn sheep. Texas Park and Wildlife has a draw system for different deer hunts, exotic hunts. This particular hunt was the Texas Desert Bighorn Sheep hunt. I put in for it. It was my second time to put in for it.
Lucky.
He was
lucky, wasn't he?
It was my second time to put in for it, and I guess you would say it had 2 preference points, and I won the hunt this year. They give away 2 of these hunts every year. One with the Grand Slam draw, and then one with the Texas Bighorn Sheep by itself. And I won the Texas Bighorn Sheep by itself.
Hornstars Outdoors is presented by Deep South Barrels. Customized barrels from new white oak and reclaimed oak barrels. Deep South Barrels. Are you bold enough? Vapor Trail Scents. If you spray it, they will come. American Loggers Insurance Program. Protecting those that work the woods. TJ Outdoor Products. When the dust settles, there's one feeder that stands out. Polaris West in Katy, Texas, outfitting hunters for 25 years.
Texas Parks and Wildlife has been working with restoring desert bighorn sheep since the mid-50s in collaboration with lots of partners, including the Texas Bighorn Society, Wild Sheep Foundation, Dallas Safari Club, just all kinds of real good partners. One partner that we can't never leave out is obviously the private landowner, simply because Texas is 97% private land, and so without their cooperation and support, we really can't do much. The sheep historically occurred out in West Texas in about 15 to 16 mountain ranges. So lots of good things have been occurring. We've been restoring sheep to these places here in the last 4 years. Been able to capture and transplant over 250 bighorn to their native ranges. Currently the state population is about 1,500 animals, and so we are at a point now where the people and the public are beginning to enjoy the sheep, not just to view them but also to hunt them, which is a big part of how we operate. Again, hunting is a big part of it. Without hunter support, it'd be pretty much impossible to continue moving forward. Money that's raised through the hunting program allows us to do the things that we do the things that we love, and more importantly, allows us to continue putting sheep back on the mountain.
Well, the needle's on me, but I ain't stopping till I leave this town behind. Somebody said the gasoline was cheaper once you get across the county line, and if I could save.
Man, I've never been in this area in my life. I'd always dreamed about going to see the Big Bend area, but just never really had a reason to. Well, this is about as good a reason as I can think of to go check it out. But where we're going to be hunting is right next to the Big Bend National Park, a place called Black Gap Wildlife Management Area. It's 100,000 acres. And part of that 100,000 acres is set off especially for the bighorn sheep. These tags they have I think like 12 or 13 landowner tags that the state issues every year, and then they have one auction hunt that the state sells every year. But other than that, unless you're really rich, this is really the only way to to get one of these tags.
I was stone cold, covered in Maine. Then as I was driving to work one morning, I just blew right past the gate. Till I can just picture the boss man say, this is the
Pump now, man. We're here.
We're here.
We're here. 60 more miles, we'll be there. Like nothing else. What about you? You excited?
Pretty pumped.
Yep.
Pretty pumped.
Never dreamed of anything like this.
Just don't get no better than this.
Man.
Well, it does get a little better when you get to some H&H.
They
Some
say-
hands on some horns.
Right. They say this is the hardest tag to draw in North America.
It is.
But you know, if it's going to go to anybody, it might as well go to me, right?
That's right. I like it.
Listen to my good year, a tired summer. Listen to my V8 engines roll. It sounds like a crowd when the gunboats come. I'm bringing all the soldiers home from war. Well, I could start a fight down in the valley. I'm raising hell upon that hill. Passing little Hummers, little Toyotas, just like
Deep South Barrels. Age your favorite spirits to top shelf in just about 3 weeks. Or make your favorite bourbon, scotch, rum, or whiskey with our scaled down, real American, charred white oak barrels. All of our historically made barrels are fully customizable with your brand or logo. So visit deepsouthbarrels.com today to get yours. Deep South Barrels. Are you bold enough?
The American Loggers Insurance Program and Product 18, New Equipment Protection Advantage. True replacement cost coverage. If it burns, you get new equipment, regardless of price. Past claims forgiveness. One low price regardless of previous claim history. Extended coverage. 18 months of coverage. 6 months beyond industry norm. Product 18, part of the American Loggers Insurance Program. Premium protection for those who work the woods.
Jerry Rose, nice to meet you. Jerry Rose. Travis Smith, Travis, good to meet you. Welcome.
Beautiful, dude. Beautiful.
That's the gap, in case you're wondering.
Really?
The next
That's
thing.
how they
That's the
got it.
gap.
I'll be darned.
They weren't real creative. I think they retired that night when they named it.
They named it appropriate.
Yeah, he's a pretty bad hunter. Yeah, you gotta go do
Y'all
that.
want to check his record, do you? Good. He'll be all right, too. I guess you're probably pretty stoked, pretty pumped.
Dude, you can't even, I just still can't believe it. Pretty awesome.
We get the permit. I got a photocopy to pack around, and then one if you want to. Some people want to frame them or whatever, but
Right.
fancy ones, and then a Xerox copy to pack around. You got your hunt license. Everybody else is already down there setting up camp, and in fact, some of them are out glassing, looking around. But once y'all get ready to hop back in the truck, then we'll.
I'm ready whenever you
All right, we'll head down there.
Girls, that coffee's ready if y'all are.
have a sip.
Jeremy, here's your shells, man. 200 grain Game Kings, Weatherby, 300 Magnum.
They're the good ones?
They're the good ones.
What's this?
That's a note from Courtney.
Jeremy, don't miss the sheep. That's awesome.
I'd say you're dead on.
I think that's about where she needs to be, ain't it?
Yeah, you were inch and a half high.
That's where it
Dead
should
center.
be.
Polaris West in Katy, Texas is your destination for all things Polaris, with the inventory to back it up and outfit it. Custom to your lifestyle, whether you're out on the back 40 or down in the river bottom. Polaris West knows this is more than just a hobby to you. This is who you are. Stop by, and while you're there, check out our newest line of inventory, our remote destination trailers by Intech. No one ever said you had to be miserable when you go off the grid. So take a few comforts of home with you when you're out in God's back country.
We've seen a group of about 12, and I think a group of what, 3 or 4?
This morning, yes.
Yep. 2 different groups. A couple of rams in one group, and I think 1 ram in another group. Starting to get pretty hot. Probably looking at 90 degrees right now. We're still going to keep looking. Just thought we'd stop and take a look at this old tractor. I think we come to the conclusion that the guy that drove it here probably died. This is where you left it. Well, looks like the other guys that are scouting on the other side of this mountain, this is a different valley, they found several around, and they got one definitely need to look at. So I think we're fixing to head that way and see if we can check it out. It's some hard walking. I'm guessing we're halfway there. I think that was the easy half we did though.
Well, we just made it to the top of the mountain. Now we're gonna work our way. I think those sheep are Clay and Floyd over there getting eyes on them. Clay said he's seen two of the rams, hoping that older ram will come on in. We could do this.
Where are we at, about 16,000 feet right now?
Give or take.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
About to say, manufacture stories and invitations. Save my seat, I'm coming with rage. Climb high up on a painted mountain, hide in a cloud up in the sky. The darkest cloud feels the thunder. On lightning, I wish that I could ride. See you on the night I learned to fly.
TJ Outdoors, easy fill, 12-volt feeders are Texas tough and the last feeder you will need to buy. And with all the extra value coming in at a price point, there will be more money left over to feed those big bucks that are sure to come in. TJ Outdoors has a serious outdoorsman in mind. The best doesn't have to break the bank, and the varmints can't break in. Check out TJ Outdoor Products and have the confidence knowing when the dust settles, there is one feeder that stands out.
All successful hunters know that blending into the environment is the key to harvesting mature animals. Vapor Trail Scents has the secret. The 33-point buck is an all-natural cover scent that will make you one with nature because the animals will feel at ease in your presence. Get closer than you've ever been and become a ghost in the woods by visiting VaporTrailScents.com.
It's sprayed down, washed down the whole 9 yards. And here are the results. I mean, I'm speechless.
Let's get bigger rocks. Oh, here he is. He's up. Give him a second. You have a good quarter of the way. Alright, here you go. Sheep on the right. You get to shoot when you feel comfortable. Sheep on the right. Sheep on the right. See it? Reload. Yeah, reload that on him. And he's down. Yeah, he's down. Let's just keep. Good shooting, sir. Good shot. Good shooting. Congratulations, sir. You just killed you a bighorn sheep. Wow. How awesome is that, brother? Thank you. What? Hands on him, man. Woo! You earned it.
I can't believe it.
It's steep.
Woo! These boys from Texas Park and Wildlife put me on a nice ramp. I have no complaints at all. They worked their tails off for us, and I think we picked the highest place on the 100,000 acres, and here we are. It's I can't even describe all the feelings I had whenever I shot it. Put a good shot on him. We got a pretty good hike to get him out of here, but after all the work, it's all worth it. Couldn't be prouder. At the time we left the truck till the time we shot him is 6 hours. We spotted him from a canyon over, and we walked in on him and had a pretty good idea where he was at, and we got a good vantage point, and he laid down for a long time and we couldn't get a shot, and finally, after a little coaxing, we got him to stand up. It's so rare to get a chance to do this. There's not a whole lot of people that get to do this, and I feel very lucky to gotten chosen and gotten drawn, and we've there's a lot of guys that would love to be in my shoes right now, but I'm sorry, it's mine.
Horn Stars Outdoors are sponsored by Frio Ice Chest, soft side coolers, stainless steel cups, and hard side ice chest. Darden Archery, built to hunt. Raptor Razor, home of the Big Game Skinner and Mako. Horn Stars Outdoors also uses these great products.